Hello YouTube and welcome back to some more Guardians of the Galaxy. I've got to say I'm really enjoying this game, man. Like I just cannot put my controller down. Sometimes I have to, split videos in half because I'm going for like 3-4 hours straight, man. But we just now rescued Drax and we got Adam Warlock on the ship with us. So I guess we're gonna go talk to him and see, what's his deal. How can he help us, beat this thing? I know that thing has a name, but I forgot it already. But, without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Like that.
We have already fought the man.
Hold on. You don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village. And the cold
Oh, here
darkness
he is.
promised devouring my soul.
Hey, Warlock. Open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
Simplistic scriptures, as is its scribe.
Okay. What's your deal, man? What did I do to piss you off?
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
Mantis had good reason to stay behind. We just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wise words. Sure and measured. But beheld by my bemused misgivings, your demeanor differs distinctly in direction from my more willful ways.
Maybe we can meet in the middle then.
Yes. An oath. Will you own an oath to operate with greater aggression? To give gravitas to gravid seasons of your soul and struggle not to stand on destiny's icy flows?
What?
Sure, man. Whatever it takes.
Then assert it.
I swear I'll be a good leader. That I'll be decisive and that I won't let Mantis do whatever she wants.
I stand partially reassured.
Oh no. What about you? Can we count on you? Oh yeah.
What
definitely
about
right.
you, Mr. Fancy Words? How do I know you won't see Raker and have a change of heart?
Why would I weasel away?
Didn't you used to be best buds with him?
We were common company for a fleeting fallow, through which I witnessed the incommensurable extent of his sadness. He mourns his lost son.
That's why he's doing all of this. The church, the matriarch? Because he wants to get his kid back. But that can't happen, right? Magus can't...
No. Cannot.
So? We can count on you? When you reunite with Raker, that man's gotta go down.
Indubitably.
And what? Bro, what are these words he's saying?
So, how is he?
Frustrating.
Do I have enough
It's like
for
talking to Suzanne
upgrade?
Harris at the summer
Serious.
dance all over.
Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it. Knowing about the crap those scientists did to you, not only does it make my blood boil, it puts everything into perspective.
come on. It was just a puddle.
I don't know if I could have gotten over something like that.
You saved their lives, man. You deserve a bit of praise.
The rodents saved your lives, and scientists were involved. I have many questions.
Yeah, well, save them for the next time we all get a drink together, buddy.
Alright, now I'm used to work, bitch.
Yeah, I heard you.
I don't have enough. That would have more shield. Gosh
All
darn it.
that effort, and nothing shiny to show for it. Shame.
We still have that llama, that's crazy.
Did you reach Cosmo?
Look, there goes that triangle stuck on my screen again. It'll go away. Pretty sure about to hit a cutscene real quick.
that explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo.
If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Well, there's a personal stake in this now.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. Thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
Oh shoot, Drax, good job.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold. What the flark?
Oh, he's jumping off.
Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Man, he is about it though. I like that. Look at Chewie still chilling there.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security, Muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the continuum
There's
cortex.
that
and
stupid
rest-
triangle again.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like,
Bro,
try
y'all
to
never
find
shut
him?
this.
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right.
Alright, hold
Let's
on,
just
let me
hope
get
Warlock
that
can do a bit of damage on
Triangle
his
off my
side.
screen.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security, Muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the continuum cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do it. Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Oh shoot, we got to get the blasting off rip. It looked like. Hold up.
Peter.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
Nah, we got to get the shooting.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Yep, I knew it. Oh yes, sir. What does he do?
Let's see. Rough him up, Drax!
Oh, nice. Yeah, sir, we straight to the action in this mission. Oh shoot, we back up. Back up.
Head's amping up his buddies!
Let's sabotage that line!
Hit him.
Oh, you rocket! Unnatural! I am trying!
That makes him a target in my books.
Get my shit out.
The power of the light!
The hovering shaman is blessing his flock!
Get ready!
Alright, I don't think he's chasing me.
Wipe them out, rocket!
Oh, get him. Oh, get him too. Should be more. There we go. Hold up, come here. We gotta have that.
Sam!
Get over here.
I love playing Zappa Salad!
Get over here
These
too.
deluded souls do not know when to quit!
Wacko's better pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear. Cause I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used a backup telepath.
If Cosmo is on their side, getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
Just because the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too. Last time we were here, he knocked out me, Gamora, and Drax, and Lady Hellbender's bounty hunters, like it was nothing. Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Clark!
Ah, shoot.
Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone giving them anything for free.
Yeah, I don't know, Rocket. Like Gamora said, everybody wants something.
The church tailors their offer to the...
Why do I always have to agree with
To
something?
me,
Bro? I can't
most
disagree
them
with
would
both of
give
them.
Or they'd be killed. Not an easy
Always
choice.
making me pick sides, man.
They got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hala's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the Continuum Court.
Okay, I think we got the drop on these guys.
Oh, well, I guess we gotta take him out.
Rocket! Blast them!
Get ready to die!
They do not fear death.
Don't mean we can't hurt him first. At least they go down easier than the bucketheads.
Careful what you say! Make your head down! We need to hurry!
Gamora's right!
Nice.
Nikki's depending on us!
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
Almost have enough for another upgrade.
It can't raise the dead, especially after we save
I
Nikki.
use this. Oh, sweet, another skin. I think for Rocket.
Wonder if
Alright,
it-
hold on. Let's see what this is. Why not put it on him? I don't have skins for anyone else, bro. That sucks.
Any
Definitely
of
gotta
these
do some
fortune
exploring.
tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely.
See here?
They were all
Yeah, there you
charlatans.
go.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Mantlo's bar. Can you see it?
There is no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of wackos just
Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark. I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right?
Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, Scott! Not Mantlo's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Who?
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
Someone can move that, right?
I'm surprised the church was able to seize the
We can.
cortex. It seemed pretty secure last time.
You only
Wasn't
press
half
it.
as secure
Push
as the
it.
dog thought.
The Church's forces increased by the tick. Their superior numbers could have easily breached the defenses.
Okay. Gotta make a passage here.
Yeah, finna
I had a
press
contact
it.
here. Rotations ago.
You did? Was it Blurf? No. Shutapan. Hoots, maybe?
Thought so. Should be able to pull that chunk out.
I've been thinking about what Warlock said.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
There has been no sign of Goldie Braun since he left from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us. And what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless.
Enemies ahead, Peter Quill.
Where?
Looks like the church is trying to keep us out of there.
That's
said
not gonna
enemies are-
work.
Oh, up there. You know, we ain't have to worry about them. They mind their business, we gonna mind ours.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Nah, the Cortex could handle that on its own.
Nikki had Warlock's soul stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
Like you did with Goldilocks? Didn't work all that well the first time.
Oh, thank you, that's what I need. How much?
Or
I think
she's
I
outlived her
remember.
usefulness and Raker wants the stone's power for himself.
Regardless,
Yeah.
we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating.
Oh,
We
why
have
you get
become
to
a
go first?
formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Oh, she found a doll she liked. I forgot she was into that. Oh, shoot.
Behold the power of the light! Via Magnati!
Oh, shoot, hold on. She not under the spell? Yes, she is. Dang.
The
Gamora about to
guardians of
blow
the
it.
galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The movement must not be stopped!
Yep, she
More
did.
dirt being busted in. That's it. We finally snapped. Gamora! Wait for us!
At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
Whatever happened to not running in?
I can't even call him Gamora.
That was last time! Charge!
I did not mean to press that. Oh, Drax.
Throw that, Drax!
What's next, Peter?
You won't ruin her this time!
Quill, we might have a problem.
We've been had a problem. Ain't no way, bro. Hold up. I thought we got everybody.
What is next, Peter Quill?
Get him down, Groot!
Blockhead sending out big bad rays of sunshine.
Putting him away first will make things much easier.
Oh shit. I'm gonna do something else with Rocket.
He ain't right in the head right now.
How is he still standing?
Must be a doll thing. I don't know.
Pulverize him!
Get him.
At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
A full Clarkman? Nah, can't be that easy. So he gets to just go around healing his pal.
Get him.
He just went bonkers.
Why are you screaming like that?
Something's up! Light him up, Rocket!
Ooh, nice. Damn, she going in. Dang. Dang. He gone, bro. He gone. He gone. God dang. That boy dead.
You? Good?
Nah, she ain't
Never
good.
better.
Yep, definitely not good.
I'll just stay about her way, bro.
Gamora, wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flarked up church.
This word
It's
flark,
just
bro.
what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know
Yeah, I say just let
Raker
her
brings back
bleed,
bad
bruh.
memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa.
Dang, she's dead.
What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
Bro, Rocket.
By me.
Got no chill.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends?
True.
Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on. All things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like. I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenuburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. Let's say we go stop a nutjob cult leader.
Yes.
Unlocked her mega ability. I don't even want to read it, bro. We're just gonna see for ourselves.
Incoming!
Whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm tripping.
Won't stop us from stopping them!
Rush him, Drax!
Good! There's a lot more where he came from.
I relish the idea of conquering anchoring the dastardly device!
Why are there so many of them?
This is nothing compared to some
Come on, can I get him to come over here?
So we can forget what I just said, right?
That you left
No, we ain't
us?
gonna do that.
No way! I'll treasure that moment!
Past time someone got stabbed!
That's one big bad robot!
We have weakened the contraption's defenses! Gladly!
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow! Remind me not to piss off Groot!
How do they have this many goons?
With access to the Cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We got it.
Alright, hold up. I think the last person is Drax that we need to max out. Pretty sure that's everybody. Ah, we didn't get Groot. Alright.
Shut it down!
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way. That seems long enough for a bridge.
Unless it crumbles when it falls.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
Good. This is gonna topple, I know it. Oh, maybe it won't. Nice.
So, Gamora,
Really? A faith force field?
if we can find the power source, we should be able to
Oh,
turn it off.
shoot.
Let's get looking then.
Guessing it's this right here.
That's it, Peter.
Nice.
Let's go. We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead. Let's book it.
Out!
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh, shoot, I forgot Gamora took his arm.
the Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light, and I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Oh, there's some boy. Oh, shoot. Golden Superman.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How?
You had a loss for words.
It can't be. I saw you die.
The form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oh, shoot. He shot the wrong dude. He didn't phase him though. No, more goons. Go, Rocket, go. Go, Gamora, go.
Okay, we gotta get to that
I'm just gonna call everybody in.
We need to close this distance.
The floating one restores his companions!
All the more reason to kill him first.
Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them!
That is nothing.
Of course it was easier to get to before!
He's in the breathing room, Groot! No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Do not let the flying one mend his team!
What's that, Peter? Watch Watch out! That one's been enhanced!
Oh, watch it! He's
We
healing
trap
his
him?
buddies!
And he should be the first to die!
Oh, I'm not gonna make that.
This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
Man, y'all with these kicks, bro.
Well, I guess Goldie survived that
Oh shoot!
jump!
Oh shoot!
I swear, if Warlock kills Raker before I get a chance...
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
Who you shooting at?
Look! Golden Boy and Unique are still at it!
Come on, the
Come on,
gods
shoot the
know
thing.
it.
There you go.
We're sitting ducks!
You are wrong on both counts!
Gamora! The billboard!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there, you save me one!
No promises!
Yeah, so we flying with it now.
Got it! One of the Gold Dome wackos!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Draw their fire while I
Yeah, she
cross
was
to the
talking
next
to me.
roof.
I stay falling off.
Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that!
The Warlock saved us from sucking.
Guys, huddle up!
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh well, guess we're doing it.
What a bunch of losers! Me and Groot, we win this in our sleep!
Thanos used to tie me in fights like this just to make it interesting.
They are no match for these blades, Peter Quill.
Yeah, we're doing
Look,
this. We gonna get
I
caught
get it.
because we know
Feels like
we know
we've been
something.
fighting crazies forever. But we can't turn around now. This is our life.
Who said anything about turning around? Because I am loving this.
Me too.
All I'm saying is, we're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, so we can't let anybody down. Who's with me?
This
Kinda
battle
wishing we
is
weren't.
endless.
All right, so I guess we go in now.
Head on a swivel!
Let loose, Rocket!
Shoot! Oh shoot! Oh
Another
shoot!
flarked up Nova Corps soldier dealt with!
Nah, you ain't punching me, buddy. Yo, he's giving me the hands.
We'll tell tale of our battles here.
Is that like a Katavian minstrel?
Okay, we gotta get to that elevator.
Gonna have to use the rooftops!
Of course it was easier to get to before!
Yes, sir. Get him. Get him.
Now it's Nova.
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security.
Smoke the rocket.
See? We don't need Golden Boy's help.
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Regal rear. His perfect posterior. His
Champion cheeks.
Look out!
Champion cheeks.
do your worst.
Let's not add to our problems!
I'm not supposed to be going there.
Well, you're a big target, that's why.
Oh shoot! Here we go.
So many lousy
Oh, bro!
angles to cover.
Almost got me knocked off.
Fighting chance. Okay, we gotta get to that elevator.
Gonna have to use the rooftops!
Why do I keep falling off of that?
I have vanquished this Nova Corps traitor with
Oh,
my
that's what I meant
fists.
to do.
How many are there? It's like all of nowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the whatever they called it.
That was nothing.
I like it better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
that
with the
too
hands.
Nova
Sense into
Corpsman's
him.
claw.
Quill's
Oh, yeah,
killing
come here.
movie tops now. Music to my ears.
Where'd rather do that? Yeah, you can come down here too.
Groot got one of them cultist
Finally!
dorks.
I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be,
Yes, sir.
right
Just
below
some of
us.
that. Right below us. Yep, here we go.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way.
They're still fighting over there.
We're still at it.
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Oh, another scan. Please be for. Thank you. Finally, we got another scan for them. Put her something different. Nice. Now we just need something for Drax. If you can travel to different planets, or at least all the planets that you've been throughout the game, I'm definitely gonna be
Anyone
doing.
see a way across?
Yeah,
Definitely gonna be
we can't do
exploring those.
nothing with that sign in the way, Quill.
I don't know. Freaking get Groot to grab it. Right? Oh no, wait. That's me that needs to do that. There you
Sure
go.
are
Now we need
destroying a
Groot.
lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream. Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand Unicorn. And the
I'm just
brainwashing
trying to
cult.
scan this.
And the Magus World Destroyer thing. You gonna make us a bridge or what? Who cares if you
Oh,
didn't ask?
okay.
This ain't no time to be polite, you big stump.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
Uh oh, we gonna toss him
You
again?
can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Uh oh.
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
I knew it.
You are a valued member of this team. Not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it?
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands
Stop
and wagging
Ritual or
tails,
save
that's
Nikki.
for sure.
Ooh.
No.
Stop Ritual?
We don't have to worry about that because we will stop it. More specifically, I'm gonna make Raker eat my element guns.
I
Perhaps
thought if you
shooting
saved
him
Nikki,
would
you should
yield
all be
better
over. Probably should
results.
have said that.
And then we're gonna bring my daughter home, and that's
That's what worries you.
one problem at a time.
So we're officially claiming Nikki as
Dumb are
his-
these
as his
Flarknards
daughter
to
now.
even fall for this full Flarkment garbage.
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Ah, shoot.
Cosmo!
At least he's alive.
Got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse.
The beast is being exposed to the promise.
Safety's off, people!
Get away from my dog!
Blow him away, Rocket! Need some breathing room, Groot!
Drax! Shut him down! Why does the dog not mind blast them?
Set it
I don't
free!
Get out
think
the
he's
way.
in there no more!
Oh yeah, come down here. Down here with the rest of us.
Gargantuan droid is also a sizable threat!
Nowhere Security's in big trouble after this!
If there's any of them left!
Careful!
Alright, bro, you gotta go.
I was just trying to wake him up!
Hey, you come down here with the rest of us too.
But better remember us saving his tail here!
You can remind him later!
Put him down before I carve out your eyeball! There
Who's
has
gonna
to
get
be
him?
a way to really hurt this guy!
My great strength goes underutilized!
All you blacks!
Make your peace!
We gotta keep him off Cosmo!
Let's worry about keeping them off the bus
battle is proving
Man,
too
that
worthy!
giant robot can take a lot of pain!
Hey, Quill! I think the big guy's seen stars!
No, he's not. He's good.
I will not be bested so easily!
Barely a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Oh, this one was dead.
Why does the dog not mind blast them?
I don't think he's in there no more.
I forgot that second part. Yeah, get up on me.
What is next, Peter Quill?
Dang, Cosmo can't come help us.
Clark with nowhere, scuffle!
I'm ready. Find me an opening.
Groot! I shall enjoy this!
Yes, sir.
Can't even scratch that thing.
Ha ha! There goes the arm!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of nowhere!
We lose Cosmo to them and it's all over.
This Flatnard's sucking up all my shots!
File your complaint later!
Oh, shoot.
Blitz of rocket!
Right? Must hold on!
Thank me later! I think the
Get
big
used to
guy's
this.
seen stars!
Feels like I've been shooting that big bot for hours!
Where's Groot? Oh,
I
Groot's out.
seek
Bring him.
vengeance!
Barely a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Get him.
I am trying to destroy!
I mean, get Rocket, Rocket, Rocket.
Snap out of it.
Fight them, dogs!
Get up.
Death has come!
Rocket! Go wild!
Hey, Scuttnuts! Yeah, you! Put down my friend, or else!
I just should get
We
him.
must strike the large one with more force!
There you go. Oh, not Cosmo.
The Flark are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this fleabag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Isn't he a telepath? He should
Hey, buddy.
be pretty good at.
You,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait. He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, it just shoot the mutts!
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill. Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not a time that matter. Same reason Carthathian not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits sent Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet...
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
What about your puppies, Cosmo? They're your family.
Cosmo young or...
They're here, man. And they're counting on you. For love, for protection.
But humans call for Cosmo to heal. Must be loyal.
Those pups actually need you. Be loyal to them. Don't abandon them in space the way you were.
Cosmo would never.
But you have. They're somewhere here on nowhere, maybe needing your help right now.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Piotr Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fiction, folks.
That's it, buddy. You tell him.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family, will protect at all costs.
Nice.
Sick him, boy.
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex.
Nice.
Think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers. Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right,
Give me
people.
these.
Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble bitches don't make mistakes.
Love can destroy it. Alright, what's another way in?
The way the church spreads their faith tech everywhere, it's like some weird disease.
Groot's right. This is a really old mining settlement. Everything was nice and crumbly even before the church shot everything to hell. I know it's slow going.
Oh, here we go.
Blame the Flarknards who wrecked everything.
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Come on, let's do some demolishing.
I support the small one's plan.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos while you were off looking for the mutt.
What job?
The less you know, the better.
Peter, we're running out of time to stop that ritual. Maybe try the visor?
The Flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
It's not true.
Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we can even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people. She knows what she's doing, or...
When he was in his promise, Drax said Magus was...
Eating my soul.
Yuck. Guardian of Galaxies, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi death.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church goods between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yeah. Cosmo is retaking power of security, where his cops are hiding. Without power, nowhere is being lost. Pops too.
Gotcha. Be careful up there, buddy.
electrifying enchanter spells irritate me!
Yup! If we snuff him out, the rest is cake!
Oh shoot.
Close the distance! Don't let them pick you off!
They cannot run from me!
Better than a cup of coffee!
No, Gamora!
Nice.
Finally! Sick of those bastards! Can't catch a break!
Hang tight!
Red Rocket.
That floaty mind guy is really starting to tick me off!
I can't believe I needed help with that!
Well assisted, Peter
I
Quill!
got the huddle ready. That's like what we did
Last
now.
time someone got stabbed! Help me out here!
Looks like even she's got her limits!
Alright! I'm good!
Ha! Woberry needed help!
Watch the mine!
Oh,
Anyone crack that freaking field?
I believe the electrical thaumaturge is a priority!
Make them hurt, Gamora! This is so gross!
yes, sir.
Already missing the jungle! Close the distance! Don't
Oh,
let
he
them
won't
pick
die.
you off!
They cannot run from me!
There we go. That man was
Poor
not
Goon's
going.
got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung.
I think I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already
Alright,
seeping
this
right
is for
in.
Drax.
You probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are already gray.
And you know that...
I have seen them. Many times.
Drax, little help, Peepo!
Readily!
There we go.
Drax, over here! Hurry!
I move as swiftly as is necessary.
Well, you know I was just messing with you.
What's that?
There ain't no such thing as gray lung.
I was about to say his voice did sound
Oh,
weird. He was
yeah.
on his breath.
I know.
Oh, you so fell for it. Gray lung.
Did you guys know? Careful, this place is practically falling
Oh,
apart.
nice.
The all of nowhere looks like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
Right, shield points more quickly. We're gonna increase our health.
Small marvel crafted. Ain't gonna get craftsmanship like that anywhere
We
else.
just up and left all this once they discovered the Cortex? Hey, Groot, think you can get me up there? Right about
Oh, get on there.
there.
This seems an
God dang it.
task.
I want to get a look from up high.
Scoping.
Scoping. You
Bring it down.
can stop there. Thanks.
Now bring it
Give me
up.
another ride, Groot.
Yeah.
That's great right there.
I'm surprised Thanos never tried to take Nowhere's resources during the war.
This place smells weird.
It's the brains. Goes sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal and I don't know, something else.
Kriya.
What's that?
It's the waste product of a large catastrophe slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable.
This looks strong enough to anchor to.
Yep,
Yeah.
name the spot.
Get up there.
I've been thinking. Yeah, the nobodies
Uh-oh, no
look out
skin?
for themselves.
Please be
but-
Drax.
What do you see?
Same stuff,
Ooh,
but higher.
hold up. Everyone like that just for now. Nice.
Hurts to see all my investments.
Yeah, we'll rock
go
this
up
for the
in
time
smoke.
being.
What investments?
Couple seed fundings into illegal weapons research, funneled some units into goon training, couple of bets.
I'm
You
over here
had
trying
units this whole
to
time?
get to the vortex. I'm over here
they
finding
were
everything else.
invested.
brain chunks stuck between the ridges of my boots.
As do I.
Like somebody's
anything else I can
melted
get?
gum.
Nobody better trail none of that gunk into my ship.
No, I don't think I can. No, I really get
Really?
something else.
Nothing at all?
Nothing
All
at
right.
all. Alright, let's go.
Oh, tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. For all we know, that thing's about to blow.
There's some stuff down here I saw.
Oh,
Nice.
what have they done to you?
Alright, let's see. What's Rocky gotta say?
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, nowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Nowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill.
Alright.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance.
We'll blow it up if that's what it takes.
We're dealing with power we've never seen before. No way we'd survive that.
I will do it. While the rest of you flee, it would be an honor.
You don't know nothing about explosives. And this is flarking nowhere, man. I ain't blowing
Finally
up
made it to the
nowhere.
other side.
Or any of us.
Here they come!
Group. Oh, I can't get us a bridge.
Soon to be one less. Guys, huddle up!
Why do I keep pressing that? That is not what I'm trying to do. Can I skip through this? No, it can't.
Yes! Celebrate this moment, my friends! Victory shall soon be ours!
One time I'm really gonna need this. I'm not gonna have it.
We shall carve our name in the history books, Peter Quill, and it will not be spelled incorrectly!
I hear you. And no matter what happens, we do not retreat.
No one mentioned anything about retreating, Peter Quill.
Precisely. We're the Guardians. We live to fight. Being on that field, chasing prey, fighting to live another day. Isn't that what we do best? Who's with me?
Do his
That
work
was unique.
Time for the big guns! They got big tech everywhere! I wish we had time to demolish all of it!
Hold on. I need to come down here. The rest of us.
Breathing Rock is a fearsome warrior! We must trust him!
Any last words?
Bye-bye!
Oh, get out of there.
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes.
Like we have any choice.
All right, crew. Let's make a bridge of our own.
Just watch out for quakes.
He looks creepy.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
After kicking Raker's butt, I wouldn't be surprised if Warlock finds us.
That still leaves Mantis.
We'll have the Cortex by then. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump back to Lamentus.
Assuming there still is a Lamentus.
Careful, it gets a little... Wow!
Whoa, I was nowhere close. Look how he's falling.
we're here. Guess we're climbing brains again.
All right, group. Let's make a bridge of our own.
Just watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
After kicking Raker's butt, I wouldn't be surprised if Warlock finds us.
That still leaves Mantis.
We'll have the Cortex by then. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump back to Lamentus. Careful. That's a little... Whoa!
Get the shooting.
Peter, do you want to do the honors?
Surprise, stuff Wrap him up, bud!
Heads up!
Drax, destroy!
Come here.
We're about to walk into a nightmare. I know it!
Whatever horror keeps in breathing room, Groot! Got one of the wiped out space cops!
These renegades are relentless!
Oh, he jumped right under that.
Whole lot of pain coming your way!
Is that everybody? Nope. Come here.
Let's show them they mess with the wrong freaking team!
You'd think they have learned
Come
their
here.
lesson by now. What's next, Peter?
Make like a tree! My great strength goes underutilized!
Danger close, Rocket!
Feels like we're up against the entire army.
Our focus should be divided between here and Lamentus, right? My guy keeps dodging my shots!
Get up.
Eyes on the prize, Peter.
Oh, shit, I'm about to die.
Got a feeling we ain't gonna like what's on the other side of this.
It can't distract us from our task.
My mind fills with rage!
Good. We
I
need
pressed the wrong thing.
fire. Get back in there, Tiger.
Dude, that's not nice.
When I get there, the Centurion flies away!
Blow him up! These creeps need to know what the Guardians of the Galaxy are all about!
You'd think they'd have learned their lesson by now.
Get him. What, I missed? Alright, we're gonna get that.
We stand before your temple gates! Come out and die!
Somebody on the other side of that wall just had a pants accident.
Final stretch, people! Everything you've got!
This many troops? Raker has to be inside the Cortex.
What is next, Peter Quill?
Oh, never seen him before.
Is the whole church here?
Their losses will be legendary!
Cut him down, Groot!
We're about to walk into a nightmare. I know it.
Doesn't matter. Raker dies.
Do your thing,
I'll be
Gamora!
honest, I do not know if this is the end of the game, but it's certainly looking like
serious
this.
problem.
Drax, sack him!
Alright, get ready for a second health
Once
bar.
we get inside, I'm on Raker.
Don't be mad if I accidentally put a couple of rounds in that dash bag. Man, are we even putting a dent in the sky?
Love it out of big guy!
The giant robot is stumbling! We must put it down!
Gamora, slice him up! Let's
Show them they met with the wrong freaking team! A shame they will not remember once they are dead.
Nice.
Good riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Yeah, we got 30.
ready?
Hold on. Now I gotta get Groot out of the way. Nice.
Game face is
Pretty sure
on.
that's all we can do.
I have only one
Okay.
face.
Well, put it in me mode.
Ha, done.
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already, I got a grenade with Raker's name on it.
Keep an eye out for Nikki. We get her away from these wackos, then worry about finding Warlock, Mantis, and whoever else.
Everyone quiet.
What did they do to the Cortex?
Nikki!
They strapped her to their Flarkin machine, and they're making the hand direct all the galaxy's faith energy right into it.
Fulfillment has begun.
We gotta get her out of there. But how?
Free the hand, and they lose power. I count 4 cables. Let's pull them out.
Yeah, I think this is the end.
My blade should be able to slice into that.
Do not cut into that cable unless you want to be the deadest woman in the whole galaxy.
Let's unplug them one by one.
I gotta get up there.
Can't believe they strapped her to a flarky machine.
Warlock and Raker did the same thing to him. That
That's
did
one.
something. Look at the hand.
All right, 1 down, 3 to go.
Go get up this one.
Convert and continue to convert.
Oh yeah, how to back. I'm gonna need that.
I'm ready. Just find me an oak. We need to get Nikki out of there before it kills her.
The flying one weaves a spell.
Put a target on him. Clark, more of them converted wackos.
And he should be the first to die. They're coming in from everywhere.
Right, that floating freak's mixing up the rest.
Come on, get it.
Watch your back.
Oh shoot. Oh, I still got it off. Nice. Alright, bro, chill out.
The bubble's run. We can get at that last
Ah, no.
bug now.
And let's get to the...
Where did I die from?
Gotta unplug these casting things.
Working on it.
Work faster.
Get it.
Here we go. Oh no! Guys, the handle broke. Now the clamp is jammed.
So unjam the Dastin clamp.
I am trying to destroy.
Yeah, get up here.
The blockhead's amping up his buddies.
We must eliminate their medicinal conduit. Why do they have to... I might need some help.
Where that boy Drax? Hey, everybody. Oh, come on, I'm spamming it so hard. I really like how everyone just stopped shooting at us so we can do this. Oh, never mind. We're shooting something like that. Dang, you had to shoot that for so long. Wait, that hand gave us a middle finger, not one joke.
Nikki! It's okay, I got you.
Hands off me. Why do you insist on ruining everything? If you won't join me, then just stay away.
This is why I don't have kids.
Nikki, this isn't gonna end how you think.
Says who? You?
saw what you did. You should want to take it back. I can feel the light inside me. The promise will be fulfilled.
Does she not realize her plan has been thwarted?
This... a minor setback. Isn't that right, Grand Unifier?
Where's Adam? There's no thought of that.
The Cortex was meant merely to ease the burden on you, Matriarch. We shall retreat to... Please, give me an excuse to kill him.
Dang, we thought Adam was that dude, bro.
Is this him? The first divine vessel?
A pale shadow to your magnificence, Matriarch.
Let him watch me do what he could not. I'll draw faith across the entire galaxy myself if I have to.
If you think you can handle...
I'll handle whatever it takes.
Nick.
Damn it! They ain't getting far. I got a tracker on Golden Boy's butt.
You what?
Yeah, I tagged him back on the bridge in case he ditched us again. We just gotta get back to the Milano.
Rocket, don't ever change.
Nice.
Tracker's online. Confirming Goldie's on the Dastan Sacro Scut.
Seatbelts, everyone. We're going in hot.
Crap.
Hold on. Hold on. Got him! Alpha Hercules system, inside the Keystone Asterism.
Got it. Coordinates are in.
You're not getting away this time.
And watching another video on the channel. I don't know if the next video will be the ending or not. It seems like we're getting really close to the ending, but I can never say for sure, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.